and welcome back to Soul. Thank you for making time to join me today. I hope that your week is going well so far, and that if you're listening from the Northern Hemisphere, you are slowly feeling the longer days. Summer is just around the corner, and that means spring is already eyeing us creepily from said corner. I personally can't wait. As soon as the sun is out, I immediately start making plans. Book flights if I can, find exhibits, free events, whatever else is happening around me in town. And then all of a sudden, there's a lot of plans. And I love making lists, so set plans need to fit into my lists. It can sometimes be overwhelming and, worst of all, disappointing if something goes wrong. Too much planning can actually kill your vibe. Now, why is that? Too much planning removes the space we need for flexibility. If you're planning a trip, that's wonderful. But if you plan too much, closer to the time, you might find that, there was another activity that would have been more interesting for you, or maybe you would have liked to do something alone, but you made time to spend it with another group. Maybe you want to stay put for a while, but instead you're playing catch up to all your plans. Too much planning can be exhausting. You may find yourself to be overcommitting in a moment of excitement and then realize you don't actually have the energy you thought that you would. Too much planning can also remove the space for spontaneity. Imagine your friend living abroad decides to come and visit you, but you have planned so much for the trip that you forget to actually live through the excitement of seeing where the days take you and where the nights will lead you. And finally, too much planning can be disappointing. I had this experience a few years ago when I broke up with an old partner, and I planned every single day for the next few months to help get over him. This included everything from trips to weddings to events, concerts, trying out new sports, new activities. And then the pandemic happened, and I was stuck at home with my thoughts and my feelings. Yikes. I'm only joking. It was a blessing in disguise, as it was clear I was running away from those, but the disappointment made things tougher, knowing that I made so many plans and then nothing actually came to fruition. So what is it that we could do about this? Well, the best thing we can do is still plan if you'd like to, but plan with sufficient boundaries, space, and flexibility. Number 1, for boundaries, make sure that you are able to say no to plans when you feel like you have overcommitted or could be overcommitting. It's okay to say no to plans. And FOMO, so the fear of missing out, is really an illusion to keep us hyped up all the time. Take it slow. Slow living is absolutely underrated. Number 2, make space for yourself. And now that's something that's worth planning. If your plans are always active, a show, a dinner, an appointment, then at least include space in your plans, something that is a little bit more passive, a moment or an hour or whatever you would like to allow yourself to be present and just hold space for yourself. Take it easy, read, journal, take a nap. Just make space for yourself to breathe. And number 3, flexibility. Now that is helpful and necessary because it's always good to hope for the best, but be prepared that life can have other and better plans for you. So here's what I'd like you to go home with. Next time you plan, number 1, don't plan it to the very end. Leave space for life, for changing your mind, for spontaneity. And number 2, plan space for yourself. Step by step, day by day, have a lovely rest of your week, and see you next week on Soul.